Hey guys, and today I'll be playing Cherrywitched, and it takes place in the same universe as Berrywitched. So let's just start. New game. Mentions bigger kidnapping, murder, blood, dragon, cannibalism. Oh, just cannibalism this time. Child abuse and addiction. Do you know what makes up a witch? They're a bit different from humans, although they often make their form look similar to them. Every witch is born from pure magic. More specifically, a sort of magic nucleus. Almost like a pearl, more and more layers of magic build up until a witch can take form. During a witch's childhood, they will find their magic specialty. That's the thing they're most magically proficient in. It takes less energy for them to do that thing than a normal witch, you see. Magical energy. It isn't infinite. When a witch runs out of magic, they die, letting out a big burst of energy themselves back into the universe. Sort of like a cycle of life thing, you know? Of course, witches can share magical energy with just about anything. Food, drinks, clothes, accessories, you name it, and it can probably give you a boost. But the problem with witches is that we're all selfish. Many people will do whatever it takes to lengthen their lifespans and consume as much energy as possible. That's where I come in. The name's Inquiry. I'm a detective witch for the Council of Witches. Recently, I've been investigating a series of disappearances that I think are the work of a serial killer, maybe even a group of them. It's tough work, interviewing families and friends, but clues alone can be hard on the soul. Recent leads I've ended up getting, leading me right into a corner too. But despite the chaos of the world I'm in, there's always one place I can depend on for normalcy. What if she's a murderer? Taking a deep breath in, I took a step forward through the doors to a sweet little shop called Cherry Pie's Cafe. Once inside, I became engulfed in the feeling of warmth and belonging. That's just the effect of this place has on you. The calming music provided the perfect peaceful ambience for people to sit and enjoy a nice cup of coffee and a slice of the world's most delicious pie. The chairs are always nice and clean. It was perhaps the only place I was able to actually relax during my free time. Well, hi there, Sugar Pie. That little lady is the cherry on top, quite literally. Her name is Cherry Pie, Cherry for short. She runs the cafe with an upbeat smile and a warm personality. When there was downtime in the cafe, she would often come over and talk to me with a cheery expression on her face and a slice of pie in her hands. Truly, this gal is something special. Morning, Cherry. Things been slow today? Slower than a snail in a foot race. It's a relief to finally see a friendly face. Will you be having your usual slice of pie and coffee today? I honestly don't like cherry pie all that much. You know me well. Yes, ma'am. Sliding the usual payment under the countertop, Cherry made a quick work in making my usual order. So, how's work been treating you? Not that great. Aw, is the case not going well? Got led straight into another dead end. Every time I think I'm a step closer to figuring it out, the truth suddenly pops up and puts me 3 steps back. Well, now that's not good at all. I'm awfully sorry, Inquiry. I know I'm no fancy detective and all, but I am here if you need to let out your frustrations. You look so tired. You really shouldn't be overworking yourself like this, you know? Cherry Pie scolded me, pouring 2 cups of coffee just the way we both liked it. Hers sweet and full of creamer, mine with hints of pumpkin spice and cinnamon. Aw, you worried about me, Cherry? Very much so. I don't know what I'd do without my favorite customer visiting me every day. She brought over a tray of our goodies and set them down on my usual table in the corner, far away from all the other empty tables and chairs. Well, there's no need to worry. There's nothing in the world that can stop me from visiting you. Yeah. No matter how tired this old soul becomes. Is that a promise? Because if so, I'm holding it to you. It's a promise, Cherry Pie. Sorry, but you're stuck with me. You say that like it's a bad thing. I'll gladly be stuck with you any day. But anyways, Cherry took a long sip of her drink, pushing my cup towards me. What's been happening in your case, if you don't mind me asking? You're not supposed to discuss a case with outsiders, are you? I paused for a moment, staring at the pastry stuff in front of me with a puzzled expression. Cherry, you know I'm not supposed to share classified information. The council will kick my ass if I do. Okay. Oh, but I'm so curious. I can tell it's really stressing you out, Sugar Pie. It might be good to talk about it, even if it's in vague terms. Rubbing my temples, I thought about everything I had witnessed, everything I endured, everything I kept bottled up for so long. Fine, but I can't say much. No matter how much or how little, I'm always here to listen. I'm looking for someone who did a lot of bad things. They planted a lot of false clues, a lot of things that were merely placed to waste my time, which it did. God, I'm really a worthless detective. Now, don't say that. You've got a brilliant mind, Inquiry. Thanks, Cherry, it's just... I think it must be related to some sort of group or organization. Everything feels so carefully planned out. Even the smallest things that could be thought of as a slip-up have been planned all along. There are quite a few underground groups of powerful witches. Those witches, they don't exactly follow the rules of the Council of Witches, you see. I took a long sip of my drink, my mind beginning to race anxiously with all the possibilities. You see, the Everlasting was always well known for their attention to detail, so it wouldn't be surprising. I didn't mention the Everlasting. The Everlasting is a gang of sorts, typically behind organized crime that often ends deadly. That group has been dodging the Council of Witches for centuries. Centuries, dang. There isn't any way, right, Cherry? What do you know? Keeping my cool, I pretended to not to hear her slip up and continue on the conversation. Indeed. Shit. Oh shit, I might be able to get some information out of her if I play my cards right. But honestly, I really didn't want to do any work right now. Here's the problem. A lemon witch recently has gone missing. Sources say she was relatively young too. She disappeared last week after an outing in this very town. It's been troublesome narrowing down a place. However, there is a chance Cherry Pie could have had something to do with it. Ironic, two fruit witches involved on opposite sides of a potentially deadly crime. So we start with the questions. Any grumpy customers? Guess I should save at this point. Okay, do kids come here often? Kids? Where does this come from? Well, I just figured, based on the place's cutesy appearance, that it would attract more kids. Well, I think you would have known by now who likes coming here based on the amount of time you spend here, no? To tell you the truth, the only kid I see frequently enough to call a regular here would be my little sister. Ah, I see. I didn't know you had a little sister. My little Lottie. She's growing up awfully fast. That I'll say for certain. I'll have to introduce you to. She would love you. I'd love to meet the little lady. I'm gonna ask about her sister. Do anything these past few weeks? I realize most of the time when we come in here, we mostly talk about me. What have you been up to? Oh, that's silly. You talk about me plenty. I really can't think of anything exciting. I've been testing out this new recipe for a cherry brownie recently. Cherry brownie? That sounds pretty good. Maybe next time you could stop by so I can give you a bite. You'll be my little taste tester. Brownie, you say? Damn, I'd do anything to eat a cherry brownie right now. That sounds delicious. But that information didn't help me at all. Have you seen anything suspicious? Say, have you seen anything suspicious around this area, Cherry? Everything seems safe? Goodness me, are you worried about me? Maybe I am. Well, now that you mention it, some people I used to come see by haven't been coming as much anymore. Coffee addicts missing their daily cup, I get it's concerning, but maybe I'm just overthinking it. Oh, do you have any names for anyone you're concerned about? Not off the top of my head, no. But I'm sure it's just being silly. No need to worry about that. Damn it, no matter what I do or say, it's just running me back into a corner again. Is something wrong, Sugar Pie? No, don't worry about it, Cherry. Do you have any boxes or bags or something I could take this out in? Yeah, but you're leaving already? You didn't even take a bite. Sorry, Cherry, I got a lot on my mind right now. I'll see you again soon, though. Cherry packed away my pie slice, trying to force a smile. I felt bad, but there's no way I could keep a normal conversation down right now. My mind is too clouded with work. Will do. See you later, Cherry. She was acting a bit weird just now, wasn't she? That's probably just my inner paranoia. Ending 1 out of 6 to go. Okay, so we have 5 more endings, so it all depends on how we word the questions. So I'm going to inquire more about her sister this time. Let's ask if there are any grumpy customers lately. No, darling, you wouldn't believe it. Some people just don't know how to be polite, huh? The other day, my little sis brought in one of her school friends. Little sister. I didn't know Cherry had a little sister. More importantly, though, her sister may be the same age as the Lemon Witch. It could be possible that they know each other. I tried so hard to be nice, I really did, but this kid, she just had such a sour attitude. I know what you mean. Kids these days really ought to lighten up more. Exactly, or they at least give workers just doing their job a weird look or sass for no reason. A kid with a sour attitude. Sounds like the Lemon. Okay, what should we ask now? What school is your sister in? Oh, she got accepted into the lottery for an Incantation Academy not too long ago. Really now? Huh, that's funny. I live right by that school. Really well, then maybe I should visit you before picking her up someday? I like that quite a lot, thank you. Lemon goes to that school. There's way too many coincidences. Okay, let's ask, did you hear what the Everlasting did yesterday? Huh? What did they do? Some jackass claiming to be with the Everlasting tried robbing one of the council members. Oh, she's freaking out. This wasn't true at all, actually. Just wanted to see if Cherry would have any sort of reaction. Call it a hunch, I suppose. Cherry, not feeling to disappoint, looked like she was about to choke on her own drink. Really? You got to be kidding. To do something like that. She took a deep breath in. That's just horrible. Awful. Did anyone get hurt? Thankfully, no. They imprisoned the sucker behind it, though. Cherry looked like she was about to say something, but quickly closed her mouth. If I picked up on one thing about Cherry, it's that she wasn't much for hesitating. Something here is obviously wrong. Just talking to Cherry like this felt like the world's most casual interrogation. I was finding out a lot of things that added up, things that made me have more questions. Luckily, I have the time necessary to get a bit more information out of her. Sugar Pie, you haven't touched your slice yet. Something the matter? Cherry looked concerned. Shit, I can't have her catch on to me. I laughed it off, telling her I enjoyed her company so much I'd forgotten to eat. Meanwhile, I grabbed my fork to eat some of the good old pie. I took a bite, the cherry flavor filling my very senses. This doesn't taste like her normal pie. Uh-oh. Did you try a new recipe out for your pies? You could say that. I'm starting to feel strange, dizzy, discombobulated. Discombobulated. Even. No, I was beginning to grow drowsier and drowsier by the moment. You didn't. Oh! My head was pounding the second I regained consciousness. Before I could even try and get these old muscles to move, I realized I was tightly wrapped in some sort of rope. No, could these be vines? Oh, there you are. Turning my head, I was greeted by the face of my captor. My instinct was to use defensive magic, a simple blast of energy to push her away from me. Yet the second I tried, nothing happened, not even a speck of sparkles, dust, or any of that crap. What did you do to me? Oh, nothing serious, I promise. I just slipped something in your pie. The fellows have been working on a magic blocker. They say it's even stronger than the ones you council witches both use. a pinch of that, a little bit of mild tranquilizers, and lots of sugar and cherries to hide it all. Mix it all up and ta-da! I have it right where I want you. What is this place? Are you gonna kill me? Let's save this option. It took me a long time to come back here. Alright, what's this place? You're in a little teeny tiny room I like to call the slice and dice room. But don't worry, sweet pie. There'll be no slicing nor dicing here today. And why bring me here? Well, you were getting really close to solving your case, you see. My friends have been keeping tabs on you. They were going to take care of you themselves, but well, I managed to convince them to have a little chat with you instead to try and bring you to our side. What? You've always been my favorite customer inquiry. Being in my little friend group, it's a necessity for me. A life of chaos and torment with no end is just my fate in this world, I'm afraid. But you were always kind, always warm to me. Whenever you came in that life I had once had paused. I was able to be a normal witch, just a cute little cafe owner flirting with a lovely lady, baking pies, making people smile. With you, I finally feel like I can live the life of my dreams. I can't wait for you to come by only on your breaks anymore. I want to be able to call this place your home. I want to be able to call myself your wife one day. I'll make you coffee every morning, just the way you like it. I'll give you kisses every night. Together we can be the perfect picture, as a couple, living a happy, normal life. That's all I want. Do you type and drug everyone you ask out on dates, Cherry Pie? No, you're the first, the only. My one and only. This girl has absolutely lost her mind. Look, I'm flattered, but... There was a look of fear in her eyes before I could even finish my sentence. Her eyes began twitching as I took my next breath. I should really be careful with my words here. I'm sure you're wonderful, but your workplace and my workplace, it just clashes a lot, you know? Look, just let me out of here and we can chat about this more. I'm sure that you'll find that they don't clash as much as you think. For an organization that claims to care so much about life, nothing was really done until your little inventor witch friend went missing, What about the spider witch, the Lillipad witch? No one cared when they disappeared. Not one of you were sent out to look for them. The Council of Witches only cares about those with specialties they deem important. If you find the others along the way, it's just a bonus point. We're all just as indifferent to the death of others as I am. A ringing noise can be heard from the other room. Another customer is here. I'll be back shortly, okay, my darling? You'll have some more time to think it all over. Cherry Pie skipped out of the door. A clicking noise behind her indicated she locked it shut. Using the opportunity placed in front of me, I started to bend and break the vines holding my wrist captive. Twisting them off was a struggle, I'll have to admit, but nothing I haven't dealt with before. Once my hands were freed, my next move was to cut the rest of the vines off using a knife in my... Damn it! Cherry took all my belongings out of my pockets. My communicator was in there along with my other tools, so much for being able to call for help. I had to find out where she put them before I'm able to make my escape. Awkwardly looking out the rest of the vines, I was able to get a better look at the room. It truly was an eerie sight. There must be something in here that could help me unlock the door. Oh. Was she using people's bodies in her pies? Oh man. There has to be something in here that could help me escape. Rummaging through the tools and cleaning products, I found what looked to be a pill arm at the bottom of the box. Once I managed to drag the arm out of the box, it was clear to see the arm was fake. Plastic, most likely some sort of mannequin prop. I've seen one of these before. They're magic cooling shelves. Cherry must be using them to keep the body parts cold. She'll clean off the blood. I wonder why. Curious, I stepped closer to observe the dismembered being. It's a doll? Why have such a gruesome doll on the cooling shelf? That's weird. The giant chest in the room caught my eye. I'm not sure what could be in here, but it's worth a shot checking. Some sort of legs? Neatly dressed, life-size doll legs. Interesting. What else is here? The most eye-catching thing in this room by far had to be the operating table. The disgusting mess of blood smeared over it proved how sloppy Cherry was with their work. So it's true, all of those witches really did die by the hands of Cherry. I doubt they went peacefully. Poor souls. Yeah, that saw cutter is really an indication that it was not peaceful whatsoever. Damn it, it's locked tight. In every case I've ever seen involving the Everlasting, there was always some sort of strange puzzle in these sort of hidden rooms. Apparently, according to my sources, they have a bad habit of accidentally locking each other in. Damn idiots. Regardless, if Cherry's in the Everlasting, then there must be one of those puzzles in here that can unlock the door from the inside. A bloody pie themed circle saw. Yikes. Let's get under here. Anything else in this room? I'm not really sure. I mean, it's something under here, but like, I can't really see it. I have a doll arm, a pair of doll legs. Maybe something will happen if I put them back in place. Yeah, put them in. Upon placing the doll limbs in their correct places, a strange noise rang through the room. Simple enough, I suppose. With a quick, swift movement, I unlock the door. The sooner I get out of here, the better. Exiting that nightmare of a room, I immediately stumble into a kitchen of sorts. This must be where Cherry Pie makes her pies and other assorted baked goods. The eerie silence of the room contributed to the atmosphere of the impending doom, but listening closer, I realized it wasn't entirely silence. I heard faint, feminine cry sounds coming from somewhere within this room. It almost sounds like a child. I would like to escape, but I would like to save the child. Investigate. If someone is trapped in here, I have to help them. Crying, it's coming from inside the oven. Ah, nah. Hello, is someone in there? Do you need help? I heard a shaking voice speak back to me. Please, let me out of here. I'm scared. Damn it, there's some sort of lock in this oven. Don't worry, miss, I'll get you out of there. Thank you. That poor thing. I better find the key to this fast. It must be somewhere in this room. Cookbook? It's a cookbook with a variety of the enchanted desserts. Looks like Cherry wrote in most of the recipes herself. The further I looked into the cookbook, the more morbid the recipes became. I decided to close the book. Okay. Oh, wait, something sparkling right here. That looks so good. Damn it, I'm hungry. I don't exactly trust any food in this place anymore either. There was something glistening inside of the vent. I awkwardly crawled up to the top of the countertop in order to try and get a better peek. It looked like a metal key ring with a key attached to it. This could be what I need to get that kid out of here, but it's just out of reach. Let's look here. I opened the cabinet, but all I was met with was an array of pots, pans, and other miscellaneous kitchenware. Even digging deeper into the very back, I found nothing of use. Apron. Looking at the apron hung up neatly, I could sense something strange about it. I picked up the white cloth and inspected it closer, noticing that it was heavier than I thought. I dug through the pockets, finding an odd magnet for sorts. Strange, why would there be a magnet in here? Use it for the key. Magnet in hand, I crawled awkwardly on top of the kitchen counter. Once placed nearby the vent, I heard a metallic slide of a key ring dragging the keys closer up towards me. That's really a smart place to hide the key though. Nice, I got the keys. Okay, now we've freed the child. That oven, that was like a prison. I love that oven. Opening up the oven, I saw what I feared. A small wish shoved inside, crying her tiny eyes out. I reached a hand out to her, which she hesitantly took and pulled her out of the oven. Wait. Thank you? She appeared nervous, which isn't surprising. She looked incredibly young. Besides, being in this situation would have anyone fearful and weary. Now that I think about it, I recall Cherry mentioning having a sister around her age. This couldn't be her, could it? You're welcome. Do you have a name? My name is Strawberry. I just got it. Witches aren't always born with the names they currently use. Often, when a witch gains their specialty, they change their name to match it. Also, she's the Strawberry Witch. Oh. It's not always the case a witch will change her name, but it's the most common thing nowadays. Ah, Strawberry Witch, I see. Congratulations on getting such a sweet specialty. It's nice to meet you, Strawberry. My name is Inquiry. I'm with the Council of Witches. What is with the introductions? Run away! How did you get down here? My sister, Oh, so you're his sister. Is that they're both twisted in some way? Is your Cherry Pie your sister? Yeah, she's my big sister. I'm not actually supposed to be here. I remember hearing strange noises from upstairs. Sister told me never to go down here, but I thought she was struggling with something. I only wanted to help, so I went down and found her in the kitchen. Strawberry? Oh, Cherry, what's happening? I told you not to come down here, sweetie. Go back upstairs, okay? I'm in the middle of something very important. Cherry didn't seem like herself. I'm sure she was saying nice things, but she looked so scary I just froze. She was all twitchy and giggly and I don't know how to explain it. Time to go upstairs now. I have important business to attend to. These pies don't bake themselves, do they? But you smell like blood. Are you hurt? Strawberry, upstairs. But I don't get it. Why do you smell like blood if you're not hurt? She laughed a creepy little smile I'd never heard before. It was so scary. And then she grabbed me and whispered, "People like us were meant to be eaten, Strawberry. I'm safely rearranging the circle of life." Wait, I'm sorry, I'll go back upstairs. This day is too important to me. That was when she locked me in the oven. Please let me out. I just wanted to help. I don't like it in here. I promise all of it will make sense soon, Strawberry. I kept crying out for help, but nothing happened. Until you helped me. This poor girl. Cherry really lost her mind. Yeah, she lost her damn mind. She's no longer aware of the severity of her actions. I had to get the child to safety as quickly as possible. Thank goodness the oven was off. I see, you're awfully brave, Strawberry. There's no need to worry anymore, alright? I'll get you out of here and make sure you're safe. I gave her a warm smile and extended my hand in hopes to cheer up Strawberry. Okay, thank you very much, miss. She squeezed onto my hand, taking a deep breath in, and I decided to move onwards to the next room. My communicator must be here somewhere. Walking through a door leading out of the kitchen, we found ourselves in what looked like a cherry-themed waiting room. Oh, is this the cherry lemonade? Strawberry's eyes lit up with excitement as she rushed towards the drink dispenser. Strawberry, wait, we don't know what's in that. It could be poisoned. I put a hand on her shoulder, which seemed to stop the girl from getting a drink. It was a sad sight to see the child frowning up at me. Better safe than sorry. Suspicion grew in my mind as my eyes scanned the room. It was more pleasing to the eye compared to the last two rooms I've encountered. I highly doubt this room is that innocent, though. If you'd use your investigation skills to see if the lemonade is safe, can you let me know, Miss Inquiry? I'm thirsty. Investigation skills? Huh. If only my magic actually worked right now, we would have been out of here already. How about after we get out of here, I'll get you a big glass of whatever drink you would like, alright? You gotta hang in there a little while longer. Really? Do you mean it, Miss Inquiry? Of course I do. Unless, of course, you don't want anything. I want something. I want a big glass of lemonade. Or a milkshake with whipped cream and sprinkles. Maybe Cherry would want... Strawberry stopped talking mid-sentence. A tense silence filled the air. Miss Inquiry, what's going to happen to Cherry? Is she gonna be okay? My heart sank. I do feel bad for this girl. She's going through so much all at once. She's gonna be okay, kiddo. There's no need to worry. Why was she acting so weird? I don't know. But I promise we'll do our best to figure out why. Okay. As fast as it darkened, her mood and demeanor brightened up again. A strange little girl. Keeping a close eye on Strawberry, I began to search the room myself. Okay, there's a bunch of cherries everywhere, which is weird. Magic mirror on the wall. He's the cutest of them all. Strawberry seems to be distracted by the mirror. I'll leave her be for now and investigate it after. Okay. Drink machine. Are you sure I can even have a little sip? Yes, Strawberry, I'm sure. Oh. Beautiful painting of someone holding a cherry. Tried taking it off the wall, but the damn thing wouldn't budge. Guess nothing useful's here. It's a phone? This looks like a phone. I can click on it. The drawers have some pens and paper stashed inside, nothing of use. I approached the door with caution to see if it was unlocked. The second my hand touched the knob, however, I heard a familiar sound coming from the mirror. Howdy. Oh? Huh? Cherry? This is a pre-mirrored message that goes off when an unauthorized person is sent in this room. Say hello, meat pie, you're not supposed to escape. Meat pie? And an off chance that you are authorized and this was triggered by mistake. Oopsie, if you know me well, count all the things you love about me. Haha. Toodaloo, meat pie. Don't worry now. You're going to be a part of the everlasting. Count all the things you love about me. Huh? Suddenly 2 large metallic arms arose from the hole where the mirror once was. They snatched Strawberry. Shit, this is bad. Hey, let go of me, please. I don't want to be meat pie. Strawberry, hang on. I'm going to get you out of there. Help, please. The little arms squeezing. Strawberry tighter and tighter. This is bad. I need to find a way to disable the trap and fast. Okay, let's save in case I fail, because I kind of do suck at these. So she said, count all the things that you know about her or love about her. What was it that Cherry said at the end? That there has to be a clue for the other everlasting members? I'm not sure. Is it all the cherries? Like, that's what I'm guessing it is. Cherry's clue. It's the only chance. Okay, I don't know, do we have to count them individually or in pairs, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Let's just put 12. I shouted in desperation, but oh crap. A loud deafening crunch rang through my ears. Strawberry, no. I failed. I couldn't save her. A child died and it was all my fault. She didn't deserve this. She was so young. Why did it have to be her? It's all my fault. Ending 2 out of 6. Strawberry pie. What? That's terrible. No. Okay, it definitely has something to do with the cherries though. So maybe I have to count them in pairs? Okay, so there's... Let me count the pairs this time. I can count them individually, and I don't think that's right. So 1, 2, 3. I guess I have to count all of these? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And I'm going to count this as 19 since it looks like a cherry, like, I don't know, plushie or whatnot. So let's try 19. I tried 36 and that did not work. 19 will work. Okay, it's 19. It's 19. Okay. A whirring sound echoed before the mechanism released Strawberry, dropping her onto the ground. The poor kid coughed and wheezed. She was practically almost crushed. Strawberry, you okay, kiddo? I spoke, kneeling down beside her. She doesn't seem to have any major injuries from what I could tell. Meat pies? Were they all? Oh my god. If they were all meat pies, that's really gross. Realization seems to finally dawn on Strawberry, causing tears to well up in her eyes. Cherry made some of those pie specials for me. Did I eat a witch? She covered her mouth, looking beyond horrified. Dang. So Strawberry was just traumatized as a child. Oh my god. As much as I want to help Strawberry, it's too dangerous to stay in this room. You've already been here for far too long for my liking. What matters most right now is finding a way to get out of here and get help. Can you stand? I think so. Strawberry wobbled to her feet. She looked off balance. It would be bad if she fell somewhere and got even more hurt. Do you want me to carry you? Yes, please. Alright, kiddo, hop on my back. The little one climbed onto my back, laying her arms around my neck. Deciding not to comment on how she was nearly choking me, I stood up and made my way through the now unlocked door. Yeah, this place is huge. Like, huh? A long hallway greeted us. The other side was illuminated with light. To our right, there was a dark corridor that seemed to lead to another room. I was inclined to head towards the bright light, thinking it might be the way out, until I heard a familiar, haunting laugh come from this very same direction. Silently moving towards the other hallway was our only choice, one that I wasn't very fond of. Entering the new room, I noticed an amount of closets, cabinets, and other places to store belongings. I maneuvered my way quietly through the storage room, one arm holding up Strawberry and the other searching through the endless drawers, boxes, and cabinets. Aha! I found my communicator. I turned my head to tell the pink-haired child the news, but I noticed a terrible, heartbreaking frown on her face. You okay, kiddo? I don't get it. Last week, me and Cherry were celebrating my specialty day, but now she's... Strawberry pointed her little finger towards the wall. There I noticed a photograph of two witches side by side pinned with pride. Oh, that's sad. It was bittersweet. Truth be told, I had actually been able to like Cherry Pie myself. She started working, carrying a lovely conversationalist. This change in her, it truly did feel uncharacteristic. Seeing this photo now puzzled me even more than ever. No matter how hard I tried to stay focused on the task at hand, I can't believe any of what's happening. It doesn't feel right. I was quickly snapped out of my thoughts when I heard the rat-a-tat noises made by Cherry's screws, skipping delightfully too close towards us. My first instinct was to hide, but there's barely any good spots in the room. I have to make sure Strawberry is safe too. Can't predict what Cherry might do at the moment. Two choices. Hide Strawberry or hide you. Let's try to hide us both. Let's try. Me and Strawberry crammed together, hiding as quietly as we could inside the closet. It was the only option I could think of with such little time. Oh. Inquiry, what are you doing, my little sister? The Cherrywitched grabbed the collar of my shirt and kicked me out of our hiding place. You, get away from her, you disgusting pervert. Pervert, no, Cherry. Before I can display my piece, Cherry continued scolding in my face. I thought I knew you. I thought you were nice. We were hiding from you. I can't let you hurt a child, Cherry. Cherry, Strawberry peeked her head out of the closet, to which Cherry immediately hopped in front of her in a defensive position. Hurt a child? Hurt my sister? Everything I've done here is for her, to protect her. I can't let her grow up alone with no help like I had to. Our parents, they used up all their magic to keep us alive, Inquiry. They gave up everything for us. All I had was my sister. I would do anything to keep her from harm, even if that means I have to kill you too. Wait. Cherry didn't hesitate in the slightest. Before I knew it, thorny vines were trapping my very form. With one suffocating, painful crunch, I felt the life draining from my body. Oh yeah, Strawberry also has that power through too with the vines. Ending 5 out of 6, sistery love. Oh shoot. So we gotta hide Cherry, and not ourselves. Maybe that'll be a better option. So let's hide Strawberry. I adjusted my grip on Strawberry, hoisted her up and into a nearly empty cupboard up her head. Miss Inquiry? Without hesitation, I handed my communicator over to Strawberry. I lifted a finger up to the girl as a gesture we need to be quiet. Carefully, I whispered up at her. Okay, kiddo, I got a favor to ask you. I know this is really scary and I promise it'll all be over really soon. Cherry's gonna come in here and I might be taken away. Once it's safe and she's brought away from this room, you press the top red button on that thing I give you, alright? You'll track your location and call my buddies at the council for help, do you understand? Strawberry shakily nodded, trying to hold back the tears. Hey kiddo, I promise everything's going to be alright. I tried to put a calm and comforting face on for Strawberry as I closed the cupboard doors. Truth be told, I don't have time to think of a plan. Cherry's gonna be here any minute and... Speak of the devil. Oh, we're back here. Ah, there's more limbs. What do I do? What to do with you? I love you, but you try to escape. But I love you, but... Slowly gaining consciousness in the room I now dread more than ever, I saw an erratic Cherrywitched mumbling to herself in front of me. Of course I was tied up with many, many vines. Too many vines, if I'm being frank. Why did you do it? I'm trying to help you. Why would you just listen to me? I stay silent, still mentally processing the last however long I've been here. Ugh, I don't feel good. Cherry knelt over, looking as if she was about to puke. You okay? Yeah, this happens sometimes. Side effects of something. Not to worry, my love. I made sure to lock up the shop. Nothing can interrupt us now. I promise, my darling, I won't let you out of my sight ever again. What's going on? A crash was heard behind Cherry. Flashing lights glared in my eyes. Voices I recognized called out my name. She did it! She did it! Yay! There was so much chaos with spells firing back and forth. It smelled like a mix of ice and burnt ash all at once. Very unpleasant. Get your hands off me! I heard Cherry screamed. I looked up to see her struggling to fight a beam of light that had captured her form completely. It didn't take long after that for my buddies to pry me out of those vines and bring me out of that nightmare. I should be happier. I escaped, right? Caught a member of the Everlasting. There's probably more information down there that could help the Council of Witches. But honestly, I'm just so tired. Every time I look for answers, I'm either running a wild goose chase or severely scarred by what I find. I'm tired. I just wanted to go to a cafe and enjoy a nice slice of pie. I didn't ask for any of this. Strawberry. Wait, you can't take me away. I heard Cherry Pie's protest as she was escorted out of the hidden part of the building. I have a sister I need to take care of. Please, you can't do this. Strawberry, sweetheart, there you are. You know I would never hurt you, right? Right? Strawberry silently cowered behind me, clinging onto the back of my sleeve. Strawberry? My heart ached for Cherry, truthfully. I still can't wrap my head around that girl. My head also ached from, well, everything. But nothing could compare to the hurt I felt when I looked back at that little girl. She looked at me with the saddest expression as two of my buddies took her aside to talk with her. Kiddo, she really is a sweet gal. She's gonna be alone now, isn't she? Take her in. I don't know. Alright, Miss Inquiry, thank you so much for signing all the paperwork in such a timely manner. I'll be sure to bring her out right away. I thanked the receptionist, wiping my sweaty hands off my pants the second she turned around. At first I was uncertain if I should do this. I mean, I never dealt too much with kids before. But then when I saw that little kid walk into the room, safe and in one piece, it finally clicked in my brain. The relief, the joy. Miss Inquiry, what are you doing here? I believe I owe someone a tall glass of lemonade, don't I? Her smile lit up the room. I couldn't help but want to protect it. Was that really so bad? If being a parent means wanting to protect the kid more than anything in this world, I don't think I'll do too shabby then. Strawberry ran towards me once she realized I was here for a fun reason. Wrapping her arms around me, I leaned down lower to give the kid a big, friendly squeeze. Yay, Miss Inquiry, Miss Inquiry. I did it. I pushed the button like you said. You did good, kid. I'm so proud of you. You had to deal with a lot of hard stuff lately, and rest assured I'll be watching over you now. Wait, does this mean... Yep, kiddo. As of 2 minutes ago, you're officially my kiddo. Oh, that's so sweet. I ruffled her hair playfully as her laughter filled the airy air. Yay, does that mean I get to live with you, Miss Inquiry? Yep, you're stuck with me. Unless you don't want to go with me, that is. No, I want to go with you. I want lemonade. I knew that the reality of what this girl went through hasn't completely hit her head yet. I knew when it did, it would hit hard. She doesn't deserve to be alone through all this, you know? I want to be there to support her. Having that realization, I just felt like this was right. Hand in hand, I decided right then and there that no matter what, no matter where she goes or who she wants to be, I will always love my little berry witch. Oh, that's so sweet. The true ending, that's 6 out of 6. Alright. So, we have a choice here to help save Strawberry or to just escape, so we're going to escape on our own. My top priority should be finding my communicator. Anyone else trapped in here will get rescued too. Walking through a door leading out of the kitchen, I found myself in what looked like a cherry-themed waiting room. Odd, what on earth would need a waiting room for? I couldn't get the sound of crying out in my ears. Even though I was far away from where I first heard it, I felt guilty. Did I really do the right thing? Is what I'm doing right? It echoed in my brain, getting louder and louder. Gripping my pointed ears, you do have pointed ears, desperately tried to get the noise out of my head. Just stop it, I'm doing everything I can. My feet stumbled over themselves amidst the panic, however, I was able to quickly cast myself on the cherry-themed lamp. Click. Oh, the lamp made a noise. Despite my fear that I broke it, rumbling sounds were coming from the wall, made me aware that the lamp was designed to be a switch. Oh. I was met with a hole in the wall where the painting once stood. Normally I would use my magic to detect any traps or triggers, but seeing as I don't have any of that now... Hesitantly, I crawled through the tight space. I paused my crawl for a moment, hearing peculiar noises from the other side of the wall. Sloshing, chewy, animalistic-like noises tearing into something. Oh, I miss this high. How I miss this high. Oh, cherry pie? I know I shouldn't, but maybe just a few more bites. It'll make the feeling last longer. Flesh, blood. The smell was strong. I feel my senses even from all the way back here. I feel so refreshed, so perfect. Bless the beginners for revigorating my soul. I said that wrong. Bless the beginners. Cherry wasn't eating a meat pie. She was consuming a witch whole, nucleus and all, from the sounds of this. Laughter reverberated throughout the entire building. Oh my, what a mess. I had to clean all this up before I see my beloved again. Wouldn't want to scare her. It's a bit too late for that, buddy. Silence, Cherry must have fallen left to clean herself up. With that, I continued crawling my way through, feeling more uneasy than before. The heck? A secret room with a lone file cabinet in the middle. There could be useful information in there. I have to look through it. Rummaging through the file cabinet, I found some peculiar notes. From the beginning, there were 7 witches, the witches of fire, water, land, artisans, war, mind, and heart. These witches were called beginners. Beginners held immense magical power and paved the way for all witch kind to flourish. They eventually formed into a group that called themselves the Council of Witches. They were able to split off parts of themselves in order to create new witches, and thus sharing of magical energy became known. Even when the beginners expired one by one, the Council of Witches continued forth in their honor. The energy still lives on within all of us, after all, in the form of our nucleus. The magical nucleus is the most powerful part of a witch. Harvesting this nuclei and adding it to our own is a direct guarantee to everlasting life. So as long as we keep harvesting, we will be everlasting. There's so much more in here, but I should be getting the hell out of here. What am I doing? Oh. What should I do? Ah, man. Okay, we have 2 options here. Let me save this again so I don't forget. I kind of want to read more, just see the history of beyond this. There might be something important here. More secret base locations, dangerous plans we could stop. I have to keep digging. I pulled out another page from the cabinet. Port 16/X. Council may be having another competition to choose new members in the next few cycles. The representatives of the land and the mind are growing older. Perfect for harvesting, if you can arrange such a feat. Everlaster Cherry Pie suggested recruiting the Mind Division investigator inquiry into our ranks. We are allowing her to attempt communication within a controlled environment. If successful, Miss may be able to use her to harvest the land and mine representatives' nuclei. This was bad. An assassination attempt on one of the council members? I frantically dug through the drawer once more. Top secret. If you're reading this, that means you are a member of our preparation committee. It is imperative that this document not leave your eyes. Our scientific specialists in the Everlasting have found substances within the witch's nuclei to be heavily addictive once ingested. You must take caution to not let others know until we can find a way to counterbalance its urges. If they find out, it may cause an uproar. That being said, be careful to monitor your own intake. Remember, cherry pie slices have been the easiest cover to both prevent suspicion and keep daily intake to a minimum. Suggest to anyone who seems to be displaying erratic behavior only one pie slice a day until the urges subside. It just keeps getting worse. The everlasting is growing this powerful. The very magical balance of our universe could be at stake. Dang, this just blew way out of proportions. We're already on the brink of a magical energy crisis. Taking in too much all for yourself is destined to doom the balance of our world. Of course, these bastards wouldn't know that. That explains Cherry's erratic behavior. All she cares about is getting her next fix. Like a druggie. She's not exactly entirely there. Ugh, my head. Uh-oh. The second I grew conscious, I felt a sharp pain near my knees. My mind was boggy, my limbs felt even more numb than before. What's going on? What happened to me? Muffled feminine laughter echoed in my ears. Splashes of red and brown came into my vision. Those modal colors seemed to took form to create a deranged young woman hovering over me. I jolted back, or at least I tried to. My arms seemed to be restrained by something. Good morning, sleepyhead. Oh well, good afternoon. My speech slurred as I tried to scream out, only to be muffled by a blood-soaked hand. Now, screaming won't work, so don't even try it. You really broke my heart there, Sugar Pie. Why'd you run away like that and snoop through my things? I thought you loved me too. Was I too scary? Too forward? I wanted to do this right. What am I saying? You can't talk right now. Silly me. There's no use spreading over the past anyhow. All I can do now is to try and protect our future together. Oh, speaking of protecting our future, you may notice your lack of legs. I struggled to move my head from what I now realized was a sort of operating table. Looking down confirmed Cherry's words. I was unhappily greeted by the sight of a legless nubs wrapped in my crimson-stained gauze. Oh shoot. All I could utter in my sedated state was groans and mumbles of discomfort. My legs. God damn it, how am I supposed to get out of this now? Is there any way out of this? Hey now, Sugar Pie, there's no need to fret. If you're really like this, I can protect you even more. The Everlasting wanted to kill you, but I'm saving you, like how you saved me. Oh, how poetic. If you ran away, you would have been dead for sure, and we just can't have that. Besides, it's not like your legs will go to waste. Go to waste? No, she couldn't mean. They'll be the most delicious addition to a pie ever created. I want this to be special. You're going to become the one with me, at long last. It's a dream come true. It's me. It's so special. Normally, I use my slice and dicer to dismember it, but I wanted to savor the moment as much as possible, so I used a bone saw instead. Oh shoot. I may cut off your hands while I'm at it. That way you won't go snooping around again. Decisions. How's the girl to choose? My darling. You're going to be delicious. Ending 306, Cannibal Addict. Yeah, she really lost herself. I guess that explains her erratic behavior. Focus on escape. I didn't stop back there, so I shouldn't stop now. Not at the state I'm currently in anyways. Once help arrives, I'll be able to do much more thorough investigation of this area. Not seeing an exit, I slowly crawl back the way I came. Oh, she was out there! Cherry? Is it too late? Ouch, my head. Why is it always the head? Right, we're back here again. Opening my eyes, I saw a familiar and pleasant sight. Not here again. Cherry must have knocked me out back there and dragged me back. Oh, darling. Cherry called out for me in her sickly sweet voice. I tried to open my mouth to respond, but Cherry seemed to have plans that involved me not speaking. It's just you and me, Inquiry, since you were so adamant on escaping. I just wanted to make sure that this time you would listen to me. I love you, Inquiry. I'm trying to save your life, whether you like it or not. This is the best outcome for you. The Everlasting may seem bad, but I promise you, there are things about the Council you don't know. Muffling groans of protest were all I could say to show my disdain. There are things out there that they haven't even told you. Things we spent countless cycles trying to dig up. This goes so much deeper than you thought. It's not just a cute girl gone wacko like you think. I'm truly apologetic for getting so carried away. This is life and death here. I have a family to protect, and I'm trying to protect you too. I know you question the things they've done before, Inquiry. The things they made you do. You're a good person with a kind heart. How long have you followed them blindly? Haven't you ever wondered if you were really on the right side? To tell the truth, I understand that feeling all too well. But when the time comes, we'll have a choice to make. What will you choose? Ending 4 out of 6, confusion. Alright. So that is the end of Cherrywitched. And the world of Cherrywitched is very large and vast. Yeah. Basically, there's this whole plot. That's kind of weird when you think about it. But now we can just see, like, the Strawberry Witch's backstory. And it makes us understand, like, how she is, like, what she is. Because she hates being alone. That's, like, the #1 thing that was in the game. She hated being alone and whatnot. And clearly, it seems like the council in this game are just... they don't care for other, like, witches, basically. I think it's just a place of, like, classism in a way, because they only care about the witches that have to do with, like, food or, like, all natural elements and whatnot, because they're, like, they deem it useful to society, but, like, I guess witches that deal with insects aren't useful. I mean, they are useful in a way, but they don't consider them as such. But obviously the true ending was the best ending, because we got both Strawberry and Inquiry out there alive. So yeah, I enjoyed playing this, and this was fun to play. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Bye!